There we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Oh, There We Go Outdoors. Today's episode is gonna be a little bit different. Instead of doing a specific species, like chasing after one and that being the video, what I'd like to do is show you the different things that you can catch here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This area is home to quite a diverse population of fish. Anything from pike to trout to salmon to bass. I mean, you name it, you can catch it here. We're also home to some world-class brown trout fishing. If you want to find, or if you want to catch a brown trout, you know, 10 pounds up to 20 pounds and even 30 pounds have been pulled out of here. This is the place to do it. What I like to do is, you know, fish all over the places, and obviously, you know, what I'm fishing for changes as the seasons go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start down at the pier, and you know, try fishing for some cohos. They're starting to show up, you know, south of us. I've seen plenty of bait fish around, so we're gonna give that a go, see what we can pull out of there. Next, we're gonna move down to the harbor area. And try for some of these big browns that call this place home. It's still springtime here. The water is pretty cold still, however, it is warming up, so we're going to be on the tail end of that. Hopefully we catch something down there. After that, we're going to move out to the Milwaukee River on a public park that I like to fish at. It's all public access for the most part, all up and down that side of the river. Really good fishing for smallmouth bass. You can catch some pike in there. You can also catch some largemouth. I've heard of people catching sturgeon, but with the sturgeon in that river, they are a protected species, so you cannot take them out of the water. So, but like I said, we've got a very diverse population of fish, and a lot of these places, you know, for instance, this harbor spot. I mean, we're right in the city here. And right off the freeway, and you're gonna catch, you know, massive browns in this area, and it doesn't have to be this specific spot. Anywhere in the harbor is a good spot to try. So stay tuned, and hope you like this video. There we go. Hey, could you help me net? There we go. Ooh. I've got a net over here. Got a gentleman helping me out here. Looks like a brown. I got a messed up hand after a surgery, so I can't quite. Yep. Oh. There we go. All right. Thank you very much. Could I also bother you to take a picture? Do you keep them? Huh? Do you keep them?
Yeah, I do.
Would you like it?
That's good.
All right. Pick up your trash, boys and girls. Be like Cal. Alright, so that's it for that spot. Probably a little bit too late in the season for those guys. They typically only hang out in that close harbor lagoon there. Start showing up in the, around November, stay through December, all the way through winter basically. Good ice fishing in that harbor area for some big browns. And hang out until about mid-April. We're mid-April right now, so I figured it wasn't going to be that great, but I wanted to give it a shot. So what I am going to do is I'm going to include a video. It wasn't taken today, or in Milwaukee. However, it's a prime example of the type of trout that you can catch here in southeastern Wisconsin. It's down in this video is down in Kenosha. It was on my birthday last year, November, with my brother Quinn. We were just out there for a couple hours, and I managed to hook into this really nice silver chrome looking brown trout. So I hope you enjoy this little quick clip, and we're gonna go to the park that I like fishing at here, and see if we can catch some smallmouth.
Oh, that's a big deal. Shit. You need the net? Oh, nice. Hold on, let me catch my footing here.
You got it on video? You fighting it?
I'm trying.
Big steelhead, please don't.
Here, I'm not. Here, grab the net. I got you on video. Dude.
It's a nice one.
Wow. So what do you have? Steelhead?
Probably.
Do you need help? Should I put the camera down? That fucker's pretty big.
Tire it out.
Oh, wow. Damn, dude. That's fucking gorgeous. Look how big that thing is. Only 15, he says. Look at this guy. Natural on the birthday. Lands a big one. Wow, that thing is beautiful. Here, do you need help? I know. Naturally. Look at that. Landed. Oh, you got it. You got it. Fuck yeah, Kale. Oh. Alright. Wow. Wow. Nice. What do we got?
12 and a half.
12 and a half.
Little guy. Alright guys, so what I wanted to show you real quick is what I use as far as lures and the type of rods and stuff that I use when I do go fishing out here in Milwaukee. We'll start with some salmon stuff here. So this here, spoon box, and it's got quite an assortment that I've picked up over the years. Got smaller spoons. These are typically what I would use for trout. And then I've got, this is a double container, which is convenient, and it allows me to also have my salmon spoons, little bigger ones, for when the kings are in. An assortment of glow-in-the-dark ones, colored ones, just plain silver, bronze, like I said, an assortment. Next, we got our box of flicker shads here. This is kind of a nice in-between. You will catch bass down in the harbor as well as trout and salmon. So these are, majority of them are flicker shad size 7s and an assortment of colors. There's a couple other random sized crankbaits in there that work too. So that's that. And then on to the bass gear. This is what I typically end up using for bass here. As I got an assortment of jigs here, Ned rig stuff, tubes, different jig heads, and I got bullet weights for Texas rigs. I always have a frog with me just in case I run into some lily pads. So that's it for my bass box, or bass jig and stuff. On to the next stuff would be some inline spinners. These are great for trout as well as bass. Caught them on both. And as far as the soft plastics I use, I usually have 2 bags with me. One is my worm bag, which has everything from Ned rig worms to Yamamoto bigger worms. They're all different sizes because you never know what you're going to be fishing for. Sizes and colors different. I'm not really brand specific. And then I got my creature bag, what I call it, which has got a lot of crawfish, patterns, random, like these Ned rig, like TRD hogs and stuff, all really good. I like to use these as trailers mainly on those weighted skirted jigs. However, using them by themselves works great too. And then we also got our tubes on the back of this bag here. Yeah, just an assortment of stuff. As far as the rods and everything goes, so the rods I was using this morning are right here. So there's a St. Croix Triumph series. It's a salmon steelhead specific rod. It is a 8'6" medium power fast action. Line rating is 8 to 12 pounds, and the lure weight is 1/4 to 3/4 ounce, which is typically the spoon sizes that I'm throwing. I do have different rods. I got 9-foot rods, 8-foot rods, 7'6" rods, which is what this one is for crankbaits. They're all pretty much medium rods. I do have, or medium power rods. I do have a couple heavy powered rods that I like using for the salmon. However, these medium action rods still will catch salmon. So as far as bass, usually like, you know, using these 7-foot medium rods, 8-pound test leaders, 15 to 20 pound test braid, bait casters as well for, you know, pulling frogs and other stuff like that. The lighter action rods, I run this ultralight rod that's really fun for bass when you do catch them, and that's what I like using the inline spinners on, as well as, you know, just your standard bobber fishing when I got the kids. So it's kind of a basic rundown of what I like to use, and we're gonna get packed up and switch over to some bass. All right, so this is Brook Park. It's in the Shorewood, Glendale area, so a little bit north of the city of Milwaukee. It's a gorgeous park. There's a disc golfing course if you're interested in that. Playgrounds for the kiddos, and a beer garden for the adults. So I'm going to take you down the stairs here, where you can see some. It's a pretty gorgeous waterfall that I'm coming up to. At this beer garden here, you can actually have take and go growlers if you want to enjoy a couple beers on the river. However, please pick up your trash. That's not cool. So, got a nice little stairwell that leads right down to the waterfall here. Gorgeous scenery. Great spot for steelhead. Great spot for salmon. As well as what we're gonna go for right now, which is some smallies. Right, what we got here? Jeez, what is going on with this camera? working. Feels like a bass. Yep, nice smallie. There we go. Look at this little guy. They're not really little. It's a decent one. There we go. Oop. Let's see here. There we go. Look at that. Another one. Oh. These are super fun on an ultralight. This is what I'm using right now, the spinnerbait. Oh, there we go. Chill out. All right. Another beauty. Loving it. Oh, there we go. Here we go. What do we got here? Ooh. Oh, smallie? Yeah, look at that, a little snake pike. How fun. I haven't caught one here, believe it or not. Everybody says that they catch them here. All right, look at that. Got ourselves a snaky pike. Interesting. Oh, let's get you out of here, bud. Oh, you spit it on your own. Would you look at that? Nice little snake pike. And just like that, you're back in the water. All right. That's new. I haven't seen that. That was on a, let me pull it up for you. A little PB&J rig, or PB&J worm TRD, I believe they're called, from Z-Man. Love those products, and I believe these jig heads are also by Z-Man. Sorry if I'm wrong, but yeah, that was actually the first pike that I've pulled out of this Milwaukee River, so that was fun. All right, well, that's it for today's episode of There We Go Outdoors. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was a mix of what we can catch here in Milwaukee, and especially all in one day. So all those spots were about 15 minutes away from each other. So get out there, get after them, and tight lines to y'all in the future. Have a good one.